Hi, I'm MC the Movie Critic. I know it and you know it. Oh my god, I freaking love Looney Tunes. With great animation, memorable characters, Mount Blanc, these are the cartoons that represent the golden age of animation, and also a top competitor to Disney. Believe it or not, I actually got the DVDs of these great classic cartoons, so as you can see, I love Looney Tunes. Over the years, the Looney Tunes were everywhere. Toys, t-shirts, games, and many more. With Looney Tunes, one of the greatest cartoons of all time, Warner Bros. Decided to make the Looney Tunes' first live-action animated film. And that film is called Space Jam. Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. It's funny because when you look at this should be cool. We got all-star basketball player Michael Jordan, we got the Looney Tune characters, Bill Murray, Danny DeVito as the villain, we got cute little aliens that transfer to badass looking aliens, we got a new Looney Tune character. This should be really something. But in terms of writing and storytelling, it's not as good as we thought it was. What do I mean? Well, before we get into that, a lot of you might be wondering how did this idea ever came about? Well, back in the early 90s, Nike was selling their hottest shoes called Air Jordans. They know they got the Jordan name, but they need something more to sell their products. So Nike decided to team up with Warner Bros. To make a commercial starring Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny, and Marvin the Martian. As a result, it was highly successful, and in no time at all, Warner Bros. Had a great idea. And the idea was, hey Bosch, I got a great idea for a movie.
What is it, Joe?
Okay. What if we have Michael Jordan and Looney Tunes together in one movie?
You're hired.
Yes! And of course, Space Jam was born. A commercial movie to sell more merchandise to get more money. Yeah, it sounds stupid, but let's face it. If you're a kid in the 90s and you saw Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes together, it looks freaking awesome. But the question is, does this movie hold up after all these years? Well, let's take a look. We see Michael Jordan is at a press conference announcing his retirement and interest in baseball.
Well, I've never really told anybody this except for one person, but I think I'm gonna go and play professional baseball.
Oh my God!
I don't know. As a kid, I was a pitcher. I think that'd be kind of hard for me to pitch, so I think I'm gonna play the outfield.
Well, enough of that exposition. We travel through outer space to a theme park where we're introduced to our villain Swaghammer, voiced by Danny DeVito. He's looking for a new attraction until he saw footage of the Looney Tunes. Thus, he has a plan.
Get the Looney Tunes!
Looney Tunes!
Bring them here!
Sir, just noticing, sir. They're from Earth. What if they can't come out?
Make them!
Cool.
Make them!
So that's it for that scene. You know, this movie jumps ahead like a Super Mario Bros. Game. We see Michael's playing baseball, but unfortunately he didn't do so well. And that was true that what happened. We see him sitting down with the other baseball players until he's introduced to Stan, played by that fat guy from Jurassic Park, Wayne Knight.
I'm here to make your life easier. You want me to drive you somewhere? I will drive you anywhere. You want me to pick up your laundry, to babysit your kids? I will do it. I am here to personally guarantee that no one will ever bother you.
And no one will ever take that away from me. We see the Nerdlogs went underground. Okay. They enter Looney Tune land, and of course, Bugs Bunny and our smarty Elmer fought until the Nerdlogs landed.
One small step for one. One giant leap for Moron Mountain.
Hilarious.
So Bugs, as always, try to outsmart them, but that backfires.
Okay, Bunny, gather up your Toon pals. We're taking you for a ride.
Totally, alright. So, like, where are we going? Are we there yet?
I got nothing. So Michael arrives at his home as he's interacting with his family.
Well, he went 2 for 5 and lost 32 points in his batting average. Yeah, so that puts him at like a 685 or something.
Boring. You know, I'm gonna fast forward this. Okay, we see the Looney Tunes are gathered at a theater as the Orange Nerdlog makes his statement.
You, all of you, are now our prisoners.
Fail.
We ain't going nowhere!
So the Looney Tunes are figuring out what to do with the Nurlugs.
We got a small race of invading aliens. Small arms, short legs.
Not very fast.
Tiny little guys.
Can't jump high.
I know just what to do. So the Looney Tunes shows the Nurlugs about basketball. They went back to the real world and they sat next to the woman from Everybody Loves Raymond and the voice of Homer Simpson.
Mother hush bucket.
So they morph into a CG Jello as they steal the talent from famous basketball players.
Come on, Patrick, it's showtime.
Okay, that was funny. We cut back to the Looney Tunes. We see the Nurlugs touch the basketball and transform into monsters.
Hey, little pig. Boo.
I wet myself.
That is so ridiculously not funny. And that's my major problem with this movie. The Looney Tunes are not funny. And that's not a good thing. People often forget that the Looney Tunes don't have a lot of slapstick. There was actually a lot of talking and cracking puns. This is very interesting to see that the Looney Tunes has adult humor and Disney has child humor. I also heard when they made this film, they designed the Looney Tunes the same way as they were originally. But just because you designed the way they were originally, you can't expect it to say, "Oh look, it's Bugs Bunny, he's hilarious!" It doesn't work. You have to make them funny. In fact, let's compare this film to the Looney Tunes.
That hurt.
Wabbit season! Wabbit season! Duck season! Fire! Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Hiya, Doc.
Hello, Mr. Rabbit. A rabbit? Up here?
Okay, you get my point. Let's move on. We see Michael Jordan playing golf with his friends until he made a hole-in-one. This results in going underground to the Looney Tune land and he come across Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny?
You were expecting maybe the Easter Bunny?
You're a cartoon, you're not real.
Not really. If I weren't real, could I do this?
Don't ever kiss me again.
So Bugs explained Jordan about the aliens. They took him to an abandoned gym. They cleaned it until the monsters came.
Let's see what you got.
I don't play basketball anymore.
I don't play basketball anymore. Baby, you're chicken.
I love these guys. They're like the high school bullies of basketball. They pick on Michael Jordan a little more. Tweety stands up for Jordan, got flicked off, and I'll admit this is a funny scene.
My poor Will Queen.
You okay?
Yeah, are you okay? Whoops.
You're not scared of them, are you, Michael?
Is Jordan really afraid of the monsters? Will he help the Looney Tunes to defeat them? Join us next time and find out. Of course he agrees as we cut to a subplot with the NBA players trying to find out what's wrong with them. Oh well, I don't care. We found that the Looney Tunes really suck at basketball until...
I'd like to try out for the team.
Ah yes, Lola Bunny, a newcomer of the Looney Tunes. I don't mind her, but she's really not funny. And for a new Looney Tune character, that's quite embarrassing. You could also make the argument that she's not supposed to be funny. She's the love interest of Bugs Bunny, and it's funny that Bugs goes crazy for her. But come on, we already see this humor in Animaniacs. In fact, it's pretty similar. Don't believe me? Let's compare.
Don't ever call me doll.
Hello, nurse.
So Jordan's about to shoot some hoods, but he doesn't have his basketball gear. So Bugs and Daffy set out to get Jordan's basketball gear. They searched the place as they went upstairs to the trophy room.
Oh, one of his shoes. Nope. Where is that other shoe? Where are you? Eureka! Come to Papa.
Bugs got Jordan's other shoe, but they forgot one thing.
The shorts! In there? Okay, I'll check. I found the shorts.
So Bugs and Daffy are about to get attacked by a dog. Luckily, Jordan's kids are here to save the day.
Bye-bye.
Hey, where you going?
Well, you see, the Looney Tunes have a big basketball game coming up, and your dad's gonna play.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but don't tell anybody.
Now that is a secret.
Cut back to the Looney Tunes. We see Michael's dressed, and the Looney Tunes were amazed. It's so awesome than I imagined.
Into the future.
Michael!
But it all goes downhill when Stan came to get Michael for baseball practice.
I gotta take you back. You got baseball practice.
I can't. I'm helping my friends in their basketball game.
Michael, do you know that your friends are cartoon characters?
Yeah, so?
You got a problem with that? Huh? Later, we see the Looney Tunes are ready for the epic showdown as well as the monsters.
Cool shoes.
Ready?
So the game was on as we see the Looney Tunes are not doing so well.
The duck!
Boy, that was pointless number. Pointless number! That's better. We see Michael score a point for the Looney Tunes as he chose... Huh? What? What?
I love basketball. I've always loved basketball. Do you love basketball? You're big, I bet you're good at basketball. I'm small, but I'll try really, really hard to be good at basketball. Really, I will. I always try hard. My mom says try your best in everything you do.
Oh, thank God. Well, it looks like the Monsters are doing well, and it looks hopeless for the Looney Tunes. But Stan has a plan. We see the Monsters are at the lockers when they come across Swackhammer.
Not bad for the first half, but we gotta keep this up.
Hey, no problem. We stole the
talent, boss, from the best players in the NBA. And it was little, grandmama. What's it, Larry Johnson?
I smell something.
I smell... bananas. But his cover is blown. We cut to Michael and the Looney Tunes are struggling as Stan came and tells them the bad news.
The Monsters stole the talent from the NBA players.
What? So Bugs has a water bottle called Secret Stuff that makes the Looney Tunes invincible. This enters round 2 of the third hat as we see the Looney Tunes are doing pretty well. But that doesn't please Swackhammer. So Michael and Swackhammer meet face to face to make some wages.
If we win, you give the NBA players the talent back.
But what if we win?
If you win, you get me.
It's a trap!
The deal was set and the game continues. Unfortunately, the Monsters beat up all the Looney Tunes and it turns out that they're short on one player. Gee, I wonder who could they get?
Stan?
Oh my God, no. So Jordan chooses Stan. He got surrounded by the Monsters. He passes the ball to Stan, and as an idiot, he just stands there and got flat. Wow, that's funny. Fast you can say 911. We see the 2 Dr. Mario dogs are here to save the day. Oh, what's gonna happen? He's gonna make that whistling whooshy sound effect? Oh God, let's take a look.
Ew.
Oh, my.
What the hell is that? Really, movie? A fart sound? That's the best you can do? I don't mind fart jokes unless it's written well and done right, but a fart sound doesn't fit in a Looney Tunes movie. Roger Rabbit has a better balloon gag than this. After that Ren and Stimpy fart joke. Oh, shut up. Michael Jordan asked one of the dumbest questions put to film.
How'd you do that?
Oh, anybody could do that, Doc. Even you.
Yes, because didn't you see what happened to Stan? Seriously, you're in the world of cartoons. You don't get hurt. Open your eyes, damn it! So Michael and the Looney Tunes are again short on one player. Luckily, Bill Murray came strangely out of nowhere as they think of a plan to win the game.
All right, you're gonna have to listen to Mike on this, guys.
Okay.
Listen up.
Somebody steal the ball, get it to me, and I score before the time runs out.
Don't lose that confidence. Okay, paws and wings in here. All right.
So it all comes down to the last round as Michael Jordan makes the final point. Use the force, Michael! Go, go, go! So the Looney Tunes won, the Monsters lost, and Swag Hammer is pissed.
The party's over. Get in the spaceship.
Why you take it from this guy?
Because he's bigger. He's bigger than we used to be.
What are you doing?
So the Monsters put Swag Hammer on a rocket and blast him off to the moon. Thus, the monster has a change of heart and they transfer back to their normal selves. Michael says goodbye to the Looney Tunes. As we cut to the real world, we see the NBA players are down until Michael came and gave back their talents.
Let me show you something. Let me see.
Well, my work here is done.
Hey, Michael, why don't you stay and play some 3-on-3 with us?
No, I don't think so.
What are you gonna do, work on that baseball swing? Man, leave the baseball play alone, man. You know he doesn't play basketball anymore.
You know, he probably doesn't even have it anymore, guys.
Yeah, it's true. He looks all washed up. So Michael returns on playing basketball and that's the end. So that was Space Jam, and after all these years, does it really hold up? I suppose looking back at it, it's nothing great or spectacular. It's just a commercial tool to sell toys to get money. While it's not as bad as it is, and the animation is really incredible, especially how Michael's interacted with the Looney Tunes, and the CGI is pretty damn good for the time, Space Jam still sucks in capturing the spirit of the Looney Tunes. The story is all over the place, and instead of making the Looney Tunes funny, it relies much on their design than being funny. It's a pretty weak film, but I do see people have fond memories with this film. I will say this, that the soundtrack from this film really kicks ass. I mean it. These are one of the best songs made from the movie. If you haven't heard the soundtrack, check it out. It's pretty good. On the whole, it holds up. A little bit. I'm MC the Movie Critic, and that's all, folks.